telling Tony Goldman he's too old to ride a Harley and he'll run you off the road for good. Singapore is paradise to Stefan and he proves it to you with his camera. Can garbage light a bulb? CityJo Morag will show you how. And Christmas from all over the world comes to Singapore on SG Now.
Welcome to SG Now!
Gladys, what if I told you that there's a 78-year-old grandpa riding a huge Harley Davidson motorbike around Singapore? Would you believe me? Vroom vroom!
I believe you're talking about Tony Goldman, the Heaven's Angel on a bike.
Wow, you really know him?
Of course! At 78, he runs a group of businesses in Singapore and has been an active part of the Harley Owners Group, HOG, Singapore Chapter 9339. In fact, he's been a member for over 30 years.
That's right. CityJo Carson caught up with Tony and his friends and discovered the hard exterior of a biker hides a soft inside. Let's check it out.
What do you think of Tony?
I envy him and he inspired me.
So that's what Tony does to you. He rides and he makes you want to ride also.
Yeah,
So if you had something to say to Tony, what would you tell him?
I will tell him, stay as you are, ride safe and stay safe. Tony is a very kind, friendly, helpful man, good guy.
Mind if I meet you up someday and we can chat over coffee, a nice conversation?
Of course, yes, anytime.
How young are you?
If you were a girl, I'd say how old would you like me to be, but 78.
Lovely.
I have been here nearly 39 years and I'm the managing director of a group of companies in Singapore and Malaysia in the construction industry. We manufacture specialist construction equipment. I'm married, I'm 78, I've got 4 children and 4 grandchildren. And they're all in the UK and I have my wife Jasmine here with me in Singapore.
You're a part of a group that calls himself HOG. What is a HOG? Yeah.
Harley Owners Group. There are over 1 million members worldwide. So the dealer here authorises us to have Harley Owners Group in Singapore. The number of members, I think, about 200, I think.
During your time as a HOG director, what are some of the nicer things you remember?
Well, certainly my linking up with the traffic police for many years. I worked with the traffic police on road safety. Back in '96, the Straits Times referred to us as a gang. However, the following year, we consider you the elite of the motorcycling community in Singapore. And that was very satisfying. Yeah. We did a lot of charity work. I mean, for example, Children's Cancer, Breast Cancer Association, a CC Hospice, your toy run. In '85, when there was a recession, I got retrenched. So it was either go back to the UK, feeling a failure, or trying to stick it out here and trying to make a go of it, setting up a company on my own. It's been great fun. I've loved it.
Okay.
And especially working in Singapore.
So Tony, what are your proudest moments when you're in Singapore?
For me, the honour of participating as a non-Singaporean in 3 National Day parades. It was awesome how we show that we are part of Singapore. Riding round on the padang, in our colours, our vests, in formation. In 2015, got an award from the traffic police for my contribution to road safety. There's the ones with the National Day. Received one from Harley Davidson, Singapore, for my contribution as HOG director. Well, one of them was with President Nathan, Jochi again. Past President Week in Wee. I want to do a lot more riding, together with my wife on the back. Get out there, stop having a sedentary life, get yourself a motorcycle license, go riding, and it will help keep you younger, especially young at heart. It's an incredible stress reliever.
Now that they're gone, This place is so much quieter. Being with Tony makes one feel very, very young. This is Tony Goldman.
This is CityJo Carson. Singapore 1.
Thank you, Carson. People like Tony Goldman are an inspiration. Love what you're doing, and age is just a number.
That's right. And if motorbikes aren't your thing, our next story shows you something else. Photography. Gladys, do you like photography?
Of course I do. I love to take photos, but I like it better when people take photos of me.
No problem. I can be your fashion photographer.
Oh, okay. I'll take you up on that. Anyway, meet Stefan Tan, who uses Google Earth to find cool places in Singapore to shoot some truly beautiful photos you never thought existed here.
That's right. Intrepid Dharmhik took his wheels to look for Stefan Tan in person. Over to you, Dharmhik.
Hey guys, today before we get started with anything, check out some of these images. Guess where these photos were taken? Is it Thailand? New Zealand? Maybe Norway? Now, would you believe if I told you that all of these images were taken right here in Singapore? I know, like most people, I too believe that sometimes you need a good camera to get good pictures. But today we're going to meet someone who's going to put that myth to rest, and maybe I'll learn something from him, to take some pictures like this. Without further ado, let's go and meet him.
Hi, my name is Stefan, and I love photography. And actually, I started photography when I was way back in 2005 when I was in ITE. My dad actually bought a Panasonic Lumix, but instead of taking pictures with it, I just went to go and scan documents with it. So my dad saw that and said, "Why don't you just go outside and take pictures and all that?" So I just went out and just tried taking pictures, play around, and say, "Hey, actually, it's quite interesting to take pictures and create something out of it." That's how I really got into it. And it's just because each time I take a picture, I saw the work I did, and it's like, "Oh wow, I didn't know I can do something like that." And it just make better photos. I started to play around, experiment. Then I started to have more lenses. My dad actually supported me to get more lenses, more gear, more equipment.
So your father was technically fueling your growing addiction.
Yeah.
Could you run me through your process of how you get to taking the picture?
Google Maps is actually your best friend. Google Earth. You know the street view in Google Earth?
Yep.
So you can just walk around. I use that quite often. So I can imagine, of course the car can't go to the specific area, but you can just imagine, hey, if that's accessible, surely what will it look like if I'm standing there? Another tip I would like to give is that don't be afraid to throw away shots that you don't like. Yeah, because out of all the photos you see on my Instagram and my gallery, there are hundreds and hundreds of shots that I shot it. I wake up like 5 a.m. in the morning to go for a sunrise shoot, but sometimes the shot doesn't really look nice. So regardless of the effort I put in, sometimes I'll just delete them, or I won't delete them, but more like I'll just archive them. I won't even put it online. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, experiment, and see what works for you. Yeah.
Not wanting to lose the opportunity, I decided to take some pictures of Stefan taking pictures.
So it's actually sometimes also seeing other people have taken also is quite good. But you can go there and you can also try to have your own perspective of the place. So as a photographer, it's important to have your own perspective of the place and the place that you're in also. Yeah.
It sounds like how when we talk about art, that every artist views the same piece of work differently.
Yeah, exactly. So the place is actually like your canvas, but how you extract the information from the place is up to you as a photographer.
So experience your day-to-day life to the fullest.
Yeah.
And you'll find something that is worth capturing.
Each time when I do my photography, right, I see there's a progression. It gets better and better through time. I always like to challenge myself also, like to get a different view out of it, to get a different shot of it, a better shot, an even better perspective of the place. I always wanted to actually help other people to take pictures and inspire other people to take pictures so that the next generation will be also maybe even better than me.
After talking to Stefan, there's one thing that's really clear. A good photo is made by exploration and dedication. It takes that little adventure in all of us to to find the interesting things in Singapore to take pictures of. With that said, this has been CityJo Dharmhik for Singapore One. Let's go and take some pictures.
Wow, if you'd like to see more of Stefan's work, there's a link to his Instagram page in the description.
That's right. Our next story is about food.
Food, I love food. Gladys, you know, we talk about food a lot and it always makes my stomach grumble. Can you hear? Grrr, grrr, grrr.
But this time, our story is not about eating food, it's about recycling it.
Huh? You mean turn food into shit? Oh, well, I mean, waste.
I think we'd better join CityJo Morag right away before other things slip out.
CityJo, over to you.
Imagine if my chicken rice could be turned into electricity. Science fiction or science fact? With this new food digester developed by a team of researchers at the National University of Singapore, this is now a science fact. Already, the electricity being produced is powering 31 fans across the food village and 2 magical cabinets where you can charge your phones after a long day out at the beach.
We hope that this will be the future for managing food waste in cities, where we can treat food waste on site without having to transport it to a centralized facility. We believe that this is more sustainable, we make it safer, cleaner, and also have a lower carbon footprint.
The simplicity of the scheme is beautiful. Step 1, find a convenient location with space and a constant supply of food waste. Step 2, invite the stall holders to give you their scraps, etc. from their food prep. Vegetables, meat, fruits are all welcome, and with the flash of their unique access card, they can drop the waste into smart bins for recycling. Step 3, cleaners play an important role, separating leftovers from plastic plates and cutlery and those items that aren't easily broken down, like bones and shell. The cleaners fill the lovely red wheelie bins and the stall holders the brown smart bins, and these are then collected and moved a short distance to where the science takes over. At last, I see one of the red bins being taken towards the hoist that takes it into the hopper. So this goes on every day, and obviously some days there's more in the bins than on other days, but the process is the same every time. Oh wow. And you can see the hopper opening, and the ascent begins. And whoopsie-daisy, in it goes. And now everything's in the hopper, where it will get sorted again and mulched. With the waste in the hopper, the machine's digestive process kicks in, and just like us humans, it produces gas, which is piped off to make electricity.
It's a good initiative by the NUS team, so there's really nothing wrong with us helping. And it really doesn't take up too much of our time.
Hi, can I ask you, is your stall participating in the NUS?
Oh yes.
Yes. Why did you agree to do it?
Oh, very useful.
Very useful.
Something new.
Something new?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, they do come and check up with us, yes.
Yeah.
So playing a part also.
Everyone I spoke to was 100% on board with the scheme. It might mean a little bit more sorting, but all thought it was worthwhile. On days like this, you feel pretty good about your fellow humans. I think it's marvellous that just a stone's throw away from the sea and the lagoon and the wakeboarders, we have a really cutting-edge project being undertaken here, which could affect all of our futures for the better. This has been Morag McGee, CityJo, and I'm at the East Coast Lagoon Food Village.
Thank you, Morag. Woohoo! So you can now turn food waste into electricity? It sounds like an amazing scientific breakthrough that could provide a source of energy in the future.
I completely agree. And in our next story, CityJo Carson meets up with a group known as CCIS, or Celebrate Christmas in Singapore.
Yes, CCIS. The group hopes to remind Singapore and the world of the true meaning of Christmas, help the less fortunate, and have a great deal of fun along the way.
Let's catch up with Carson to find out more.
What does Christmas mean to you? Presents, decorations, food? For CCIS, it is more than just performances and showtime. It is the coming together of the community in the spirit of giving.
CCIS began about 18 years ago, and we began in the year 2004. The few friends at Orchard Road look at the lights of Christmas. It was a very commercial Christmas, and that was when he decided that he wanted to engage a group of people to come together to introduce back into the country the true meaning of Christmas. I am involved in the creative line of work, director of the SAF Music and Drama Company, the National Day, as the creative director. The organizers are not very many. We are just volunteers from all over the community in Singapore. Participants, they're from all over. Locally, we have people who are keen to want to contribute. From overseas, we have them from all over, from as far away as Brazil, United States, Canada, people from China, from India, from Australia, from Sri Lanka. We've covered many countries. In fact, back in their own country, they can't do it. And when they heard that Singapore had this opportunity for them to actually promote the message of Christmas, they say we will come.
So you don't really need snow to have Christmas?
No, Christmas is in the heart. When the first Christmas was brought to us with the gift of God, we continue to do this celebration every year. So this year, our theme is the gift, and what we hope to do is that we will become a Christmas to somebody in need, especially during this time of the pandemic.
I started in 2004 as a volunteer, so that experience warmed my heart. And after that 2004 experience, I have been with it until this very year. I'm just an ordinary guy who likes to help others. One of the most challenging part is the funding of the whole event. From a commercial point of view, it may cost over millions of dollars. We have to think of new ideas, and last year we thought of why not we do it on the digital platform.
This year's CCIS, we are able to communicate through the digital media, and we have recorded contributions from all over the world.
Kelvin, I'm so interested to be part of CCIS this year. I'm going to show you a clip of my performance.
Okay.
Silent night, holy night.
Interesting. And what you have done is excellent. Resubmit to us again next year. This year we maintain the same theme, Home for Christmas, with an additional tag on. And it's Home for Christmas, the gift. This year we're focusing on the gift. And the gift of Christmas is for us to be able to reach out to somebody and bless them for Christmas. Share the blessings and the love of Christmas to somebody.
Celebrate Christmas in your country, in your hometown, in your own HDB estate.
So let's take the love of God and bless the world today.
What does be a Christmas to somebody really mean? I'll tune in on the 19th of December to find out. I'm CityJo Carson, Singapore One.
So this Christmas, will I be Christmas to somebody?
Thank you, Carson, for that heartwarming report.
Gladys, who knows? Maybe we can perform together when I perform Chinese opera. Let me demonstrate. Hey!
Wow!
祝大家聖誕最快樂! Can you understand?
Yes, of course. You wished everyone a very Merry Christmas.
Wow, your Teochew is so good.
Because I'm Teochew.
Try.
聖誕最快樂.
Wow, a big round of applause. Well done.
Thank you. Anyway, we're wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas. And if you wish to help CCIS spread joy to the world this Christmas, the link to their website is in the description box below.
Yes, That's all we have for you in this episode. So until next time,
stay safe, have fun, and see you next time on SG Now.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year! 下档仔快乐！